Just a few thoughts about family conflict and how important it is to persevere and then get to the next level of family, defeating family conflict, so on and so forth. It's very, very important to be able to defeat that and learn something from it and grow from it. And on the internet, as you can imagine, there's tons of stuff about lists on how to improve family communication, family conflict, how to cope. This one from BetterHealth.gov. Conflict can happen when family members have different views or beliefs that clash. Peaceful resolution needs skills in open two-way communication, negotiation, compromise, and respect for the other person's point of view. Transitioning from one stage of life to another is often a time of additional stress and conflict. Seek professional advice if you think you need help to resolve long-standing issues of conflict. Conflict can happen when family members have different views or beliefs that clash. Sometimes conflict can occur when people misunderstand each other and jump to the wrong conclusion. Issues of conflict that are not resolved peacefully can lead to arguments and resentment. It is normal to disagree with each other from time to time. Occasional conflict is part of family life. However, ongoing conflict can be stressful and damaging to relationships. Some people find it difficult to manage their feelings and become intentionally hurtful, aggressive, or even violent. Communicating in a positive way can help reduce conflict so that family members can reach a peaceful resolution. This usually means that everybody agrees to compromise or agrees to disagree. Sometimes strong emotions or power imbalances that can be present in relationships are difficult to resolve and can only be addressed in a counseling situation. Common causes of family conflict are learning to live as a new couple, birth of a new baby, birth of other children, a child going to school, a child becoming a young person becoming an adult. Those are just some of the causes. Each of these stages can create a new and different stress. Changes in a family situation can also contribute to conflict. Separation or divorce, moving to a new house or country, traveling long distance to work, commuting interstate for work, change in financial circumstances. The opinions, values, and needs of each parent can also change, and they must change, and they find they are no longer compatible. Usually our first angry impulse is to push the point that we are right and win the argument at any cost. That sounds like my teenager. Finding a peaceful resolution can be difficult, if not impossible, when both parties stubbornly stick to their guns. It helps if everybody decides as a family to try listening to each other and negotiating instead. Suggestions include work out if the issue is worth fighting over, trying to separate the problem from the person, try to cool off first if you feel too angry to talk calmly. Keep in mind that the idea is to resolve the conflict, not win the argument. Remember that the other party is not obliged to always agree with you on everything. Define the problem and stick to the topic. Respect the other person's point of view by paying attention and listening. Talk clearly and reasonably. Try to find points of common ground. Agree to disagree. Try to listen. Misunderstandings can fuel arguments. Try to stay calm. Try to put emotions aside. Don't interrupt the other person while they're speaking. Actively listen to what they're saying and what they mean. Check that you understand them by asking questions. Communicate your side of the story clearly and honestly. Resist the urge to bring up the other unresolved and unrelated issues. Once both parties understand the views and feelings of the other, you can work out a solution together. Solutions include come up with as many possible solutions as you can, be willing to compromise, make sure everybody clearly understands the chosen solution. Once the solution is decided on, stick to it, write it down as a contract if necessary. So yeah, there's things that you can do. There are services available to help family members work through difficult issues of conflict. And we have a family stressor going on right now. I don't think it's past the point of uncontrollability, but there are just some personalities that don't really get each other, and that's painful for me to go through. But I do know that there have been some things or people treated certain ways that where that's the conundrum. Do you go and you dig it all up and try to explain it, or do you just let it go and be fake about it? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? You want family peace, and I'm a peacemaker, and I want everything to be peaceful. But when my teenager said, You know, you back down too much, Dad. That's your character flaw. That's you know, or using terms like choppy assertiveness as fuel against me. That's a wicked stuff. Yeah. So okay. Well, anyway, that's my thoughts for today on that. And if you have any suggestions on healing family conflict, feel free to write on a post right on the YouTube.